It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And so off the tip, it's New York. Here's Porzingis. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's Vujacic. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in the center, locking down the middle. Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft, allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
Zhang with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Towns kicks to Zhang. And it's sent back by Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Five to shoot. Here's Towns. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a three-point game. Rubio the pass to Levine. And Rubio kicks to Zhang. But he stays with it. Wiggins dishes to Levine. Wiggins passes to Levine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting for Minnesota.
Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense, and that's kind of what did them in.
Anthony. Back to Calderon. And
well, you know, going back to the Knicks on the road, they just forgot to defend the three-point shot. I mean, they had the worst three-point field goal with their opponents making 40% of their threes against them. That was the worst in the league.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Levine dishes to Towns. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgie Dang. Payne comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Wiggins. And it's Muhammad in for Levine. Here's Pekovic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekovic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Calderon kicks to Vujacic. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Vujacic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And that one's good. Pekovic. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And there's the defensive 3-second call. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. And stolen by Prince. 14 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
At the elbow, Pekovic. Here's Payne. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Anthony leading the charge. Lopez kicks to Calderon. Vujacic. Soft touch off the glass. Vujacic has got 5 now.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
들던 그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일어서 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람, 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투, 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝. 난가 같았지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡 보냈었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 늘 이러고 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지금 기계 아프지만 지나가 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. 에야오 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 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside, Doris Burke. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon. Then it's Anthony. And it's Vujacic in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Durant. And he misses his first shot of the game. Now here's Anthony. Lopez outside. From deep. And Anthony is good for three. Anthony's got the opening basket of the game for the Knicks.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Anthony again. It's Durant. The kick out to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Adams, the pass to Roberson. Knicks with the rebound.
Listen, the Knicks. Had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
And here's Anthony for three. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Roberson kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Anthony. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Anthony's got 8 points.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Durant kicks to Ibaka. Looking to end the run. Adams' shot is good.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Now here's Calderon. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Now here's Anthony. 8 points for him. Clock is at 3. Vujacic. New York, no good that time either. Here's Roberson. Bank shot, no good. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Now here's Anthony. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. The Thunder with another miss. Knicks on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. The kick out to Williams. It's tipped and stolen. By Williams. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that one's good, Roten.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Now here's Durant looking for his first basket still in this one. Aflalo left side. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Knicks shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Plenty of space. That's good.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Waiters in the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Thunder trailing by 13.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Aflalo outside. 3 seconds. And there's the defensive three.